Hello once again. I'm Hillary here in Ontario, Canada with some technical
Hi,
problems.
and I'm Teresa here in Barbados.
Yes.
We have chilly weather over here, Hillary. Is it because of you?
Oh, well, see, I'm going to be freezing and I'm freezing all night because my camera situation is not going to be doing any better. I'm going to have to delete and download and everything after the show, so bear with us tonight as I go off and on camera. I'll be back. I'll just be in and out. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about the vulva, and for those who don't know what a vulva is, it is the vagina, but the correct term is the vulva, and there are different parts of the vulva. You have the labia, the clitoris, which everybody seems to have fun with and want to talk about, and then you have the opening of the uteria, and then you have the opening of the vagina. It's different parts of the here I go again. It's going to happen all night long.
I'll mute
Anyhow,
then if you drop out. That's fine.
yes. Okay, so behind the whole vulva movement, there is some activism when it comes to the vulva, because as we know, during the pandemic, we had an increase in domestic violence. And there are some organizations that are around, oh God, I can't even get back on, the vulva. And that includes the FGM movement, which is female genital mutilation. It's really bad. And then you have the Slut Walk, V-Day, and different organizations that promote around that. And to see it as more than just a sexual organ, it is the same place babies are made, cleansing our bodies. There's so many different things that the vulva does. So we're going to go through some of them tonight, and then we're going to have a little fun at the end as well. I'll read you a poem by a young lady that I find very interesting, and we'll take it from there. So let's get all into the vulva. Teresa.
Hey, am I gonna go first then? It's my
Yeah, you go ahead, because
educational piece
girl,
then?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good night again, everyone. And my piece is educating you about the vulva, how to care for her, how to wash her, how to clothe her, how to feed her, and keep it in place for in between. Just to keep our listeners, just to give our listeners some spice about of our conversation. You know, we do it, we give you some fun times and some serious times. So we're gonna start with educational stuff. And you know, we like to keep things natural. So some of the stuff that we have researched and how to care for her and using different herbs. I guess some of them can be used as a body wash, like a rinse. Some of them are for vaginal health. Neem might be bitter, but neem is good for the vulva. Aloe vera is another one. Turmeric, and one that I cannot pronounce the name. Yashti Madhu. Did I have you think I have it right correct? I have it correct. Hillary?
Sure.
That's it there. Yashti Madhu. But going on, it's saying that you're not in the meeting.
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. It's
Okay,
just,
that's one of it.
yeah,
Okay.
don't worry about it.
So those are some of the things that we can do to help care for her. In
Hmm.
terms of clothing, how we clothe her and how we wash her. You know, when we were growing up, they usually tell us don't wear colored underwear.
Hmm.
And from research, I'm seeing from that, they say that the colored underwear, the same way like when you wash clothing and how we say they dye, D-Y-E dye,
Hi,
not
Victor.
D-I.
Victor's in the audience.
Hi, good night.
Yeah, go on.
They're saying that white clothing and cotton or something that is loose, the
Hmm.
fibers are loose, is best to wear. So
Hmm.
wear white clothing or 100% cotton underwear. Avoid wearing the nylon and the acetate or the other man-made fibers,
Okay.
especially if you have delicate skin or you're prone to have vulvar irritations. Avoid wearing of tongs. That's an interesting one. I will ask, what about what if the tongs are cotton? Can you still wear them?
Mm.
What do you think on that one, Lily?
Probably. I mean, it's cotton, right?
Okay. And this one I like. Rinse
Well,
on
that makes
clothes
sense, though.
carefully.
Doesn't it make sense? Because, the cotton and versus the polyester or even the nylon.
Mhm.
It would make sense the cotton be a better
Yeah, but the
feel.
thing is, in terms of having it as a thong,
I think there should be, I think,
is
first of
it
all, that
is it
whole thing is a
because
whole...
the string starts from midway
Mm-hmm.
from the vulva and you don't have much coverage, and I don't know, the outer garment might be rubbing. I don't know.
Well, people seem to like them. I say, why even wear
Maybe one
anything
of
at
our
all if you're going to
viewers
wear
that have
that?
a suggestion can send in their opinion, on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying rinse on the clothes carefully after washing or double rinse. This to avoid the laundry detergent. Because nowadays we have a lot of laundry detergent that is highly scented. You can get lavender laundry detergent, and that lavender can be synthetic lavender or what we call the essential oil lavender. But some people rinse their clothes afterwards with essential oil.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying here that you should use basically unscented laundry detergent or wash your underclothes separately
Mm-hmm.
from your usual clothes. And wash new underclothes before wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Wash them before wearing. We have a tendency to, when we get home from shopping clothes, you just open them and put them on, not with underclothes. Too close to comfort, I say. They said also.
But most females wear liners, don't they?
Most of them.
Yeah.
But does the liner stay in one place? That's another thing.
Does your liner stay in one place?
It's the activities you're getting up to.
Oh, we already got questions coming in here on WhatsApp. So I got one question said, what are some reasons why women don't have organisms?
What are some reasons why women don't have
organ? Oh gosh, sorry, I'm stuck.
What are the reasons?
There we go.
Why women don't have
an organism? Can you not hear me?
Why women don't have?
Yeah.
From a phys ed point of view, it can be something to do with the muscles and circulation, or the organs, the nerves that prepare you for the orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
That's from the phys ed point of view.
Okay. Another reason too, it could be too that they're going through menopause or they've had the uterus removed.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that too, lack of moisture. Also, I learned from a gynecologist that when you have vaginal thinning of the walls, that also can cause the issue as well.
And
so I hope that answers your question. Huh?
Can you tell me what would cause the vaginal thinning?
You want to know what the main reason for it is? Not using it enough.
There you go.
There you go. Not using it enough.
Active people, but keep it safe. Okay, moving on.
What? So men don't feel bad?
Huh?
She's or Nicolette's in the audience. She said, "So men don't feel bad." Oh Lord.
You know what they say? If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. No, I think she was saying, why women don't have them. And she said, "So men don't feel bad." Oh Lord, girl, trying to get us in trouble.
I was about to say.
Oh,
okay, they're emphasizing here about the rinsing of underclothes after washing, double rinsing. and avoiding highly scented detergents or scented detergents on the whole. I'm thinking that the scented detergents can cause some sort of infection. They're also saying use soft toilet tissue, white, and they emphasize on white only. I think
Okay.
here they're talking about a lot of the dyes that you get coming from your fabric.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, like some colored shirts or clothing, when you wash them, the water changes color.
Yeah. I have
And the
another
same
comment.
case with the moisture, it will change color as well.
Yeah, I have another comment.
Um,
Terry, he says, I'm just going to paraphrase it. He said that he was told that an orgasm is 90% mental. I agree.
okay. Can
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be into it.
You can't fake that one, Terry.
You can fake it. But a lot of guys don't know you're faking it. That's what the problem
Your oohs
is.
and your eyes. I
Yeah.
think
Too much
if you
talking.
know your partner, you
uh,
will know if your partner is faking it or
you
not.
should know if your partner is faking or
And
not.
if your partner,
Yeah.
let it be male or female, is faking it,
Something's wrong.
you need to find out why.
Why they would go through that effort
You need
of
to find
faking
out
it.
why. Some
Mm-hmm.
persons say women can fake it easier than men.
Well, duh.
Women can fake it easier
I
than
meant
men.
men don't feel bad that there is no orgasm. They could be too many reasons.
Mm,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh,
okay.
and the response is, so you mean I could have saved my money? Oh Lord.
Who is this?
This is Terry. He says I could have saved my money by buying Walmart cotton instead. Oh Lord, I can't. Some of our viewers, I tell you.
That's not on YouTube that you did not respond.
No, that's not YouTube. That's coming through another
That's
messaging.
YouTube?
More messaging.
Okay. One of the things for women, they say use tampons instead of sanitary napkins to control menstrual bleeding,
Hmm.
and do not use deodorant tampons, and please do not leave tampons in for a long period of time. I think on the tampon box they have a maximum time, no matter how you flood, well, no matter how you flow, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
They have a maximum time of either 4 to 5 hours. You shouldn't go over that, no matter if you're a heavy bleeder or not. You
Well,
shouldn't go over
I got a
that.
little answer to that, because if they're saying that, not everybody can afford a tampon or pad or whatever, and you have some women that are, on assistance, or they don't have the money to afford the
They
tampons.
make their own.
No, making your own. I mean, some of these food banks don't even have tampons or any kind of feminine products for for women. So
Mm-hmm.
I had a pleasure of momentarily doing a placement with United Way, and we did the Tampon Tuesday, which is actually off of a big campaign that kind of really centers in on helping women who are in assistance or don't have the financials to afford feminine
Mm-hmm.
napkins or tampons or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
also seniors that need diapers and stuff like that. So I think a lot of these other government places and agencies and us as residents can help out these food banks with some feminine products. So it's great that they want us to change the pad, but some people can't afford it. Some people use other things instead of pads, right? So, anyways,
Okay.
continue.
They say that don't leave tampons in all at night.
Hmm.
So it's safer to sleep in the napkin, the sanitary napkin.
I agree.
And if you're a heavy sleeper, don't
Yeah,
sleep in
Colette
at night
says.
for the same reason of what they
Sorry,
call
Colette says that she
PSS.
really think the product should be covered by healthcare. I agree. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
One of the reasons for not leaving the tampons in for long periods is TSS, which is toxic shock syndrome.
Hmm.
Another one, we mentioned that earlier, avoid wearing nylon pantyhose or panty girdles. Do
Mm-hmm.
people still wear girdles?
Oh, yeah. They call it
Oh,
something else, though, because,
God.
you know, we got to be all modern. It's called, what is it? Body shapers now.
Ah,
God,
right.
Jesus.
They trap
It's a
heat and
girdle.
moisture.
Yeah.
They trap heat and moisture, providing a deep breeding ground
Mm-hmm.
for organisms. While nylon and leggings are required, wear
Mm-hmm.
cotton or nylons with cotton panties. I think that's too much clothing, man.
Has a
That's
lot of
too much
clothing.
clothing.
I have a comment. I have a comment here. Terry says, "But who teaches all of this vulva care? I have a 15-year-old daughter, and who has these combos? Who have these combos with her? I'm not sure if her mom is. I'm definitely not. I've had to buy pads, and they were the wrong every time." And that's something that's one thing when it comes to men or dads or whatever. That have no knowledge of how to deal with the conversation
Mhm.
around the vulva. There should be some kind of something in place for them, even the pamphlet, whatever, next to the pads, showing which ones, which
That's a good idea.
size.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah. Tell them what size, what flow, explain the flow. Like, just a little pamphlet to
But
kind of
then too,
help
they will
out.
have to have some information from the child.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if they're going to the pharmacy, they now the child has said, "Hey, I got this. What do I do now?" And so having that pamphlet, because some fathers or husbands or whatever might be a little bit embarrassed. So I don't want to deal with this. But if they have that pamphlet there, sitting next to the pad or tampon,
Or even
yeah, with all
so,
that
let's say
information, they can actually see, okay, my child is this particular size or whatever. Maybe this one will be good for her, on just until.
is it more size or is it more the flow? Because
There's size and there's flow as
packaging.
well. There's size and flow because me at the younger age, being heavy set, the one that they were recommending for me as a child was not fit, right? So it has to do with size and flow and all that, but that can be explained in a small little pamphlet. I mean,
Yeah, I think on most of the packaging,
those
they
packages are
have,
generalized.
huh?
The information on the packages are really generalized, and not only that too. I mean,
But most of the packages have like little images, like
yeah,
droplet saying the flow and all that.
yeah. I
That's
think I
that's the most that you get on the packages
and
as
another thing too
instructions
is
to
you
buy.
could I'll tell fathers and husbands out there they have a daughter or a
And
stepdaughter
the
or
wife.
whoever you're caring for, a female cis that is, go to the counter. You have the pharmacy. Ask the pharmacist. Go and ask the pharmacist. They're not going to be yelling out your business. They'll have that conversation with you.
I
So,
think they'll be glad to assist as well.
exactly.
Glad to assist.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms
All right.
of hygiene now, take 6 baths, what they call 6 baths daily. It's prescribed by your healthcare provider. One of the things they have here is do not scratch. Who figured that one out?
Don't scratch. Yeah.
Don't
You know
scratch.
the vagina is very tender. It's such a complex tool because it is tender, but at the same time it can push out a
Tough.
baby, but at the same time it's gentle. I mean, we go through everything, right? The vagina, the vulva, that goes through everything you could think about. And so, okay, next topic is hygiene. Okay. So yeah, it goes through a lot. So you don't expect it to be as sensitive as it is, but scratching, yeah, it can actually cause tearing, right?
And one of the main things that we tend to do, we like to take a lot of baths, right?
Yes.
Instead of a shower, we take a lot of baths, and we like to drop those little pearly things that you get from the different body shops
Like the
and
salts and stuff,
some of the
bath salts.
healthcare places. Yeah, the
Mhm.
salts, the pearls that makes us smell very nice. but the oils inside of some of the products, they can be very irritating to the vulva.
Yes.
It's the same way when we use the feminine sprays and the deodorants to send it out, the bubble bath, the bath oils. And you know, when you have a baby, especially a baby girl, you tend to always want to use powder.
Yes.
And we use the powder for the heat rash. And then we have the ointments. Sometimes it can be zinc. Back in our day, it would have been Vaseline.
Victor, why do you keep putting eyes up in the chat? And he's just laughing.
Back in the day, it used to be Vaseline. You know, we used to plaster the baby bottom with the Vaseline.
Yes,
the main reason that when they urinate, because it is grease, it is oil, it runs right off and it doesn't stay on the baby's bottom. But using the, you know, as you get older, maybe not affect the baby at that age.
Yeah.
As you get older, the Vaseline and the talc powder, using it in that area can be...
Jesus. I get to see I get to see comments, and Teresa doesn't get to see the comments. What?
Oh, okay.
I get to see the I'm going to say this one because it's actually pretty. It's actually pretty interesting.
Your personal messaging.
Yeah, but it's actually pretty. No, both of them. It's actually pretty interesting. He says, "Hygiene. After this class, definitely never going to perform oral sex on a woman. Why? It's the cleanest part of a female. They go through so much. That is true. So respect the vulva. Perfect. And breeding ground for germs and bacteria. It's not a breeding ground for germs and bacteria. It cleanses itself with the period. So he goes, no thanks. Never click till now. Females told me one time she used 2 to 4 washcloths per shower to wash her vulva. Wipe it in one direction once, then a new cloth. That's too much. Well, it is a lot of work, and
what's the reason for that, though?
But listen, Terry, the vagina is actually very clean because it cleanses itself with the period. That cleanses the body and gets rid of all the toxins inside the body. So, if you want to stop doing oral, that's on you, bro.
It's the breaking down of the wall.
Yes, so it is. And then Victor said, hot dog down a hallway. What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. I'm going to leave it right there and keep going.
Let me tell you about the food you should feed her. And this is for all ladies and for the guys too. So you know what fruits and vegetables are good to
pineapple for sure.
You're female. So we're gonna start with cranberries.
Cranberries,
the reason for this because it's rich in antioxidants, vitamin E and vitamin C, and the cranberries help fight away any vaginal urinary tract infection in women, and more importantly, it helps in balancing the pH level of the vagina due to the acidic properties of cranberries.
I drink a lot of cranberry juice. That's why I use.
Cranberry juice is good. Like how you say, you drink it often, and you can even drink it outside of your period.
Oh yeah.
It can be a daily or habitual thing for you. So apples is another good one. Apples help stimulate the blood flow in the vagina, keeping it healthy. And studies have shown that it prevents the development of uterine fibroids and maintain a healthy vaginal environment.
Yep, Victor says facts. That's true. I drink what do you call it? Cranberry. Yeah, watermelon juice, and I eat a lot of pineapple.
And avocado is another one. It's
avocado.
Omega-3, vitamin B12, potassium, and you also get a lot of potassium from bananas as well. And this increases the libido, which in turn enhances lubrication, estrogen levels, and strength of the vaginal wall. So get your avocados going. We call them pears here. So
right.
The avocados that you have there are the small ones with the rough skin on the outside.
He said hot dog down a hallway, a question mark, and he's having a thinking face. What does that mean, Victor? We don't know what that means. So maybe you
Down.
can say it a different way so we can understand and then answer the question.
Okay, another one. What is it on his response?
Yeah.
Guava, lime, kiwi, and oranges. These fruits provide the required amount of vitamin C that is effective against the vaginal infection.
Right.
So for the fruits, there you have it. I'll repeat them again: cranberries, apples, avocados, guava, lime, kiwi, and oranges.
Yeah.
If you don't remember,
But they didn't say pineapple though. Pineapple is actually pretty good for you.
Pardon?
Pineapple is actually pretty good for the vulva as well.
Pineapple is good as well.
Yeah.
It seems like fruits that
have acidic.
Acidic.
Yeah.
Thing to them. From what I'm seeing here, those are good because I know that when you use a lot of sugary foods especially, not the natural sugary foods like cakes and a lot of sweets and stuff like that, that is not good for vaginal health.
No.
That helps from a lot of yeast. So a lot of fruits are good.
Well, my camera is really having a good time tonight, huh?
No. Sorry?
My camera is really giving a hell tonight. Sorry about that, everyone, but it's gonna be technical issues until I delete everything and download and start all over again. Anyhow, go on.
So the vegetables to improve your vaginal health are the dark leafy green vegetables, and you know which ones there are.
Yeah, kale,
and they are
especially
rich in nitrates, which enhance circulation in the vaginal region, prevent dryness, itchiness, and burning sensation. So the dark green leafy vegetables.
Yep.
Sweet potatoes and carrots.
Yep.
Now you know we have the candy sweet potato, the orangey one, and then we have the.
That's what I eat. I eat those ones.
The candy one?
Yeah.
But once it's sweet potato, I like it.
I eat both of them, but that's the main one that I get down here.
It's only in the last, let me see, 2004. And I can remember it because the job that I was in. And that's when I started to see the orange, what we call the candy sweet potato. That's when I started to see that surfacing in Barbados. Candy sweet potato around 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
I remember the ones I had there. What's their name?
You okay?
I can't remember their name now. Huh?
That 50 like a getting to you.
What?
I said the 50, the 50 getting to you, girl. Come on. Pull up that brain. It's good over here.
They love the sweet potato.
Yeah.
Another one that is probiotic foods to help improve vaginal health is yogurt, pickles, believe it or not, and kombucha. Kombucha is nice.
But Greek yogurt is the best one.
What's that?
Greek yogurt is the best one.
Yes. Remember, again, sweets.
Yeah. So that's basically for probiotics that you're talking about. Yeah.
If you can keep away from sweets, that helps you. Keeping away from sweets helps you to keep a good vaginal health.
Because you see it anytime you
in yogurt.
Yeah, if you drink or sorry, not drink, ingest too much sugar, you'll notice that your urine has that odor. Has a lot. It's extremely deep yellow, and it has that odor to it, and that odor has to come through somewhere. So obviously, it's coming from stains the vaginal wall. So
yeah, if you want to, you can go online and check. I think the urine, when you research it, they do 6 different colors.
Yeah.
And they tell you the first 3 are okay, but 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
That's when you know something is going on.
Yeah, something's wrong with the vulva.
Outside of eating a lot of beets and you get that kind of reddish look in your urine, it's outside of that.
You say the beets inside your beets? You want a funny story? So a little bit after Christmas, I was doing some juicing, right? And I did my mix, but normally I would put a lot of carrots in and only 1 beet, but I switched it up and put a lot of beets in and only some. I think some beet I'll go to what. I'm like, what the hell? 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later, I was still like having like red flash.
You had a lot of beets.
A lot of beets, girl.
A lot of beets.
And also too, I put the ginger in there, so that even made it more liquid coming out. So yeah,
I know some
I was ready for a while.
Keep away from ginger.
Yeah.
There's a name for it. Zinger. That's the botanical name. But you have the genius. So that's science now. Anyhow, some people keep away from ginger when it's around that time of the month. When the menstrual cycle is due.
But it wasn't that time of the month. It was just the fact that I had too much beets. Just way too much beets.
So on the probiotics, the reason they're good for vaginal health is because the good bacteria in the yogurt helps the vagina balance the acidic vaginal pH. Therefore, it helps in maintaining that pH balance.
Right.
So the properties of the probiotic-rich foods are an add-on to your list of best foods for vaginal health. Now we go into nuts. Nuts and seeds improve the vaginal health. Again, the omega-3
nuts that you eat, people.
The flaxseed that contains the phytoestrogen, which increases the estrogen level and prevent vaginal dryness. The almonds is vitamin B and calcium, and this helps lower the inflammation and prevent vaginitis, which is inflammation of the vagina.
But you still got to be careful with how much nuts you eat, because sometimes too much nuts.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, everything in moderation. You got to be careful with that, especially the Brazilian nuts. You got to be careful with those. Yeah.
The walnuts and hazelnuts they recommend, which is good and rich in vitamin E, and also helps with preventing the vaginal dryness as well. So all the omega-3s and stuff you can get from there, and the vitamin B and the calcium, that helps prevent vaginal dryness.
You know what? So it's really good with the nuts, actually. Them in their raw form, where before they're dried, where the actual fruit, for example, the walnut, the guava. Is it guava? I'm getting confused. No, sorry, almond.
Guava.
The almond in its raw form, the flesh part is so oily. If you ever had an almond in its actual fruit form, the outside is extremely oily, and then when you eat that off and you get the interior to dry it out.
But come to think of it, almonds, we have them here that comes off the tree when they're dry, and you pound them. The outer shell.
Yes, Terry, I beat you to the joke about the nuts. That's why I said it. That's why I said it. I wanted to kill all the jokes, so I said it. Yes, I beat you to the joke. Yeah, go on.
The outer shell, when it is dry, it fell off the tree, it's dry, and you take a stone and you pound it. The outer shell is kind of furry, and then when you crack it, on the inside is this small little white furry nut. So go figure.
Yep.
The almond nuts and the vagina have something in common.
Yeah.
Now,
let's move on a little bit.
Other foods.
Yeah.
You have the dark chocolate. You have the green tea. You have coconut oil. In water is another one. Let's keep the hydration. You have to keep that hydration up. The adequate hydration helps in lubrication and allows secretion to be released and helps maintain the vaginal pH.
Yeah. Exercise
is the next one that's good in there, like walking, running, and please be mindful when you're going to be active fighting, especially.
Yeah.
Wear proper underwear. The tongues, no. The spandex, the nylons, no. Preferably cotton, because you're hiking, you're sweating.
Okay. Let's get into the questions, Teresa. Let's get into the questions.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
You have some questions for me?
Yeah, I got the questions for you. Here we go. So the first one is, because we only got 20 minutes left. So the first one is, can too much sex damage the vulva?
I would say no.
There you go.
And I guess there's
a lot of folk tales around this one. So go ahead, answer the question. Can too much sex damage the vulva?
I will say no. There's no evidence in research that I have done to say that every day is bad for your physical or mental health. But the thing is, having it very often, for example, several times a day, it doesn't lead to any physical issues.
Okay.
Because the same way you're taking it in, the other person wants to enjoy it. So therefore, I won't say that there's no.
And I think the only way,
every day.
Yeah, I think the only time it might come some kind of discomfort is probably if there's lubrication issues, right?
And if there's a lubrication issue, you can ring us.
Yep.
You can ring us.
There you go. Well, ring us for the product. No. Product. Be very careful.
Gotta be careful on everything.
Yes, product. Yeah, which is coming. We're working on that. It's coming. And I guess I'll go along with that question is, too much sex make your vulva stretch? Because that's another folktale.
No, listen. Whether you're using your...
If a baby can't do it, I don't know.
Whether a baby's coming out of it? No.
Yes.
It always goes back to what the scientists or the doctors would call that baseline.
The original form.
It always goes back to that baseline. So you won't have a problem there. So when people say, too much, too often...
I think for what some guys, what they're
poking stuff around.
Yeah, I think what a lot of men talk about is the labia, which is the lips. They call the lips. It's actually the labia. Okay, They do see some women have longer ones than others, but the vulva comes in various size, shapes, colors, you name it. It's all different. So if you see a person that has that, the chances are it has always been that way, So, continue. Let's see. Next question. Is waxing dangerous?
I will say no, it is not dangerous. What is dangerous is the hygiene. What is dangerous is the hygiene.
Around waxing?
If you're going to go to a salon, a studio, a spa, have waxing done, be mindful of the surroundings and what I call double dip.
Yeah.
You have your, what they call it, like the lolly stick, you dip in the wax, you paste it, you don't dip that stick back into the wax. Unless that container has enough for you to work on the individual that you're in the room with.
And also too,
after waxing, it is advisable not to have intercourse for the next 48 hours. That's the same thing like when I'm massaging.
You're frozen.
They have to do a facial it's on the men.
You're better now. Good. It's okay. Go ahead.
Especially if they have to do a facial on the men. If they had a shave in less than 2 days, I don't do it. I don't massage the face if they had a shave in less than 2 days. That is because the pores are open. And when you apply oil, although the oil is good, like olive oil, grapeseed, all that type of stuff, the constant rubbing, the friction can cause irritation.
Oh, okay.
And the same with a waxing, but some people advise trimming or carefully shaving is best.
But also, too, it has to do with whether or not the person has an allergy or allergic reaction to waxing or has very sensitive skin, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So questions or more?
No, I'm not finished. I'm not done. Because you answered the question about whether you can have sex after waxing. So the next one is, how do you treat a swelling after sex?
I would say warm showers.
I'll say cold pack.
Warm showers, a cold pack. You can use a cold compress, and most important, wearing loose clothing.
Oh my God.
Both underwear and pants, and if you have swelling, first find out what causes swelling. So then the evaluation for your doctor and treatment will be advisable as well.
Oh my Lord. Okay. I'm going to read some questions here by Terry, and I'm going to answer some of them as I answer, and then you can answer the rest. So, what is the proper way to refer to womanhood? Hey, can I have some vulva? Listen, Terry. What issues can make the vulva or vagina less sensitive? More touch, less touch. What issues can make a vulva less sensitive? What do you mean by that? And then the other one is, can you hurt the organ with lots of toys, like heavy sex toy play? You could, but I think the female would have to tell you, or the person with a vagina would have to tell you whether or not it hurts or not. Lubrication is always the best thing. Lubricant, hello. and again, I'm not saying, trying to promote, but it's best that lubrication is
something else.
What? It's true.
Something else. One of his questions was how to make it more sensitive.
He said, what issues can make the vulva less sensitive? More touch, less touch. Less sensitive? Okay. So you're trying to say it's too sensitive?
To increase sensation, you can do things like warming.
No, he's saying it's too sensitive, and he wants to know how you can make it less sensitive.
Oh, that's one you got me there.
You got me there too.
If you want to increase the sensation.
Nobody gonna want to make it less.
warm your oils. Why would you want to make it less sensitive?
I don't know.
Isn't that the joy of it there then?
Yeah, I don't think women are trying to make their vulvas less sensitive.
Unless there's a problem.
Yeah.
Unless there's some issue.
Unless it's an issue where it's high sensitivity. And you know what? One of the things that can actually increase sensitivity is hormonal changes, as well as sometimes if you have a breast reduction, it does affect that area for some reason, and it makes it more sensitive. Pregnancy can make it more or less sensitive. So it's again, the vulva is, people see it as a sexual tool, but the vulva is more to that. It's like the root of a female or a person with a vagina. And the reason I keep saying a person with a vagina, because not all people with vaginas are cis females, right? So I don't know the answer. He goes, what? Yes, everyone touch is ouch. That tickles. I'm done.
There is something else.
Terry, you need Jesus.
Around.
Oh, Lord.
One of the things that can make skin sensitive is the wearing of tight clothes.
Yeah.
Sweating is another thing, because a lot of people, when they're physically active, they can sweat in that area a lot.
Yeah.
So sweating, the wearing of tight clothes, they might even have eczema.
Yeah. You can have eczema there as well.
Yeah, other personal hygiene issues can play a part there.
Yeah.
Does that answer Terry's question?
Oh, it could be too that the person had breast enhancement too, because that also makes the.
Well, they're all connected, isn't it?
It's all connected, so it could be anything. A women's body is like, it's so complex and beautiful, So I think that's why men don't understand it. And never will. What could be good today might be hurt tomorrow, and vice versa, or whatever. We're still trying to figure it out. So if we're still trying to figure it out, no, you ain't figure it out.
Then you could stand in line.
Yeah, stand in line. Okay, the next question is, how do you know your vulva is healthy?
How do you know your vulva is healthy?
Yeah.
In that case, hold on.
You getting messages too?
Having no discharge or odor, that is the one indication that's healthy.
Yeah.
In terms of I think they say elasticity. The inside of your vulva should feel, how do you say, forgiving and elastic. And no itchiness, no painful urination. I think the painful urination or discouraging urination, pain during sex, those three things.
But also the white. Remember the white. You remember the white. The white discharge, very thick, almost like
very thick,
like cottage cheese.
That is saying that
something is wrong. Yeah.
White or clear and smooth is good.
Is good.
White, clear.
White is good. Like white loose is good. Clear is good, but the cotton cheese look up.
Like
that's
milk.
That's something is wrong.
Something is wrong.
Yeah.
And the itchiness, the painfulness during urination, or pain during sex.
And that's why women should the same way. Yeah.
You have a problem. Your female has a problem.
But once in a while, you should take your finger and insert to see if you're okay. You have to do the check. To check, like how are you going to check? You need to check yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Every morning you should check yourself.
When you're in the shower and not, like say you go to and urinate and then you want to check. No. It's best to check with your finger when you're in the shower.
You're not even in the shower. Before you get into the shower, you check, look in the mirror and check.
Your nails. You can be when you're a checker, keep that one fingernail short.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Keep that one fingernail short. Because the skin in your vulva,
it might be tender and the wall is very thin, it's very sensitive. It's very interesting how complex it is. It's sensitive to a nail or whatever, but at the same time it can take anything. Almost anything. Yeah. Watch my words.
And is that it for your questions, or
let me just see. Hold on. Because you answered some of the questions within the question.
Okay. Yeah. There was if that's it. There's in doing my research, there was one question that came up. I'll share with you guys.
Okay.
I was just on both screens.
It's me. I told you until I delete this whole system, it's gonna mess up for the whole night. Go on. We're almost done anyhow.
Okay. The question is, can a vagina squeeze a penis and hold it in?
Oh yeah, I think I had that question at the top, but I kind of ignored it.
This is one that I know they have some of those questions that people just a Q&A on certain topics. This is very from this one. No, I'll tell you about it. This
person said what?
This person said it happened to me once. This was during a marathon weekend of sex, so I guess it's their getaway. A getaway weekend for them. So one evening while we were in the middle of the intercourse, we both fell asleep. I don't know how to...
Tennyson said, what?
He said he was still inside her.
Wow.
No, when I woke up, meaning him, the person that wrote this, when he woke up, he had a morning erection. She was no longer lubricated and her vaginal muscles were locked tight around it. It was impossible to remove. When
why do I think this is a folktale? It was impossible, so he got stuck. Man got some fantasies. Man got fantasies for real.
Therefore, he said, luckily when she woke up, she became excited. We started again, and the muscles of the vaginal walls relaxed. She got moist again, and I was finally able to slip out.
Like he was prisoner. Hi, Rudy. How you doing? He said he was able to slip out like he was a prisoner.
Oh my goodness. When I read that, I was on the floor. I think I had enough laugh on this night.
Yeah.
I was able to read it now. When I was that wasn't. When would you fall asleep in that position?
Not
Like
only
why would
that,
you
come
fall
on
asleep
now.
in that
You
position? Oh, I don't know. Like I said, it was
see,
also
maybe Eiffel knows
Kiora.
Rudy well, because she goes, "You want to cause some trouble in here now, Rudy?" I let me tell you something. That sounds like a folk tale, okay? That sounds like a folk tale.
I don't know. Go on Kiora. It was on Kiora. I found it.
Yeah, whatever. If it can't hold on. Like if a baby can't get stuck, how it can get? Come on, really? So he. Oh no, he was that big. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Moving forward.
So
Okay.
that's it from me.
Okay. So what did we learn tonight, Teresa?
Well, I've learned tonight in terms of clothing and vulva. Let it breathe.
Let it breathe.
Let
Right.
it breathe.
Rudy said he's going to be a good boy tonight. Okay.
Really?
He come at the right time at the end. He just came in, so he didn't get a chance to cause any problems, and Victor just kept staring with his eyes all night. Now let me tell you I'm going to say this for the men so they can know what to call the vagina, which is the vulva. The opening of the vagina is below the oh gosh, I'm on. You're on two screens again, girl.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Okay, so the labia is what you guys call the lips, and the clitoris is what you call the clit. And then you have the opening of the vagina that's below what you guys call the pee hole. Okay, so those are takeaways from all y'all. It's a urethra. That's the opening of the pee hole. But anyways, now they know the correct terms. So what we can say is vulvas come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, hairy, bald, everything. And they go through so much from the period to abuse to pregnancy and giving birth. Just so many different things that goes through. And so to just see it only as a sexual instrument is just kind of, there's a new day, okay? And there's a lot of, as I said, there's a lot of movements behind the vulva. The most famous one is probably the V-Day, which is coming up in February 15th, right? I think it is, or 14th.
The V-Day?
Yeah, V-Day. And then you have the FGM hashtag. V-Day. Yeah, okay. hashtag FGM. Hashtag FGM has to do with female genital mutilation. A lot of those practices happen in different countries around the world, where different things happen, from sewing the vagina up and then unsealing it at a certain age, to just complete abuse. Yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot of things that happen. I mean, you go online and you search FGA. There's a lot of organizations around it. There's one in particular called Support Us and Door. I like those two ones. And then you have the Slut Walk, and that happened because an officer here in Toronto basically was villainized of a person that was sexually assaulted for the way she was dressed, and so that started the Slut Walk, and it's resonated around the world. I know Amber Rose is a big supporter of that in the United States. And then you have the Vagina Monologue, and I'm going to say one poem. I told you earlier today there was a poem that I love. It's by a lady. Her name is Ashini. So it goes like this. It's called My Vagina. And it says, my vagina is angry, mad, raging. It has been victimized, abused, used. You stroke it hard, tearing it apart as you aim for its depth, pumping with zest. My vagina creams and juices, covering your pubic with thick moisture, happy torture. My vagina jumps at the beckon of play, rub it there, here. Maybe even a little chase. My vagina coos at being poked with tampons, fingers, organs, covered with condoms in its very core. My vagina is homophobic. For a couple days a month, visitors stay away, avoid the fuss. Induces hormones cause me to cough when you play with my vagina, you can make me go temporarily insane. Shout for Jesus or call your name. When I'm in love, my vagina gives me away. Reveal my secrets in the most unusual way. One thing for sure, I love my vagina. It makes me truly woman. And that is written by Asheni. You can check it out on YouTube or Insta. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, that was good. That was
good.
good.
Away from tonight, then.
Oh God, I am not going to read what Rudy wrote in the chat. Nope. Nicolette is dying laughing. I'm just going to say to you, it is very Bayesian terminology. Okay. Open the blob hole. Okay. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go with that one. Anyways. He goes, he missed all of the good excitement. Yes, you did, Rudy. You came in late. Okay, so, Teresa, you have anything going on in Barbados?
Footsie Wednesday it's the hit, and still is the hit. So Footsie Wednesday, and one of my clients that comes, he's an athlete, a hurdler.
Yeah.
I'm going to see him compete. We're not only going to see him, help him warm up and stuff at his event on Friday.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, they have this school sports. So I'm going to help him warm up at his event on Friday. Yeah, get myself some exposure in the sporting arena. Good.
And you know me, I'm still repairing. Terry said, great show, appreciate it. See you next time. Thank you, Terry, for stopping in. And thank you for everyone that stopped in tonight. I'm going to call the names because we had quite a bit of people tonight. We had Colette, we had Victor, we had Baby Eiffel, we had Tennyson, Rudy. Yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping in and dropping in your comments. And you know that we're always here every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. We are going to be in Barbados July 28th. You get to see who Rudy is.
Yes.
Tennyson said he needs a drink. He needs a drink after the show. What did we do? What did we do to you, Tennyson?
Make sure you have cranberry juice.
Yeah, get some cranberry juice, Tennyson. Yeah, we're going to be in Barbados on July 28th of 2020 of this year. So what am I saying? 2023 of this year, live in Barbados. Rudy will be on the show. I think it's going to be amazing. We have some other people. We have a guest by the name of Dario. He's going to also be on the show with us. And I think the lineup is going to be great. We get to talk to a couple of locals, their different businesses and whatever, and just enjoy the atmosphere of Barbados. I can't wait to see Teresa. You can see me and Teresa live together. Woohoo! Should be a good time. So we thank you very much for watching again. Check us out on Instagram, RSS, YouTube especially. Please TikTok. Come on by. TikTok. Nicolette is always putting some good videos up there. So enjoy. And remember, don't forget to subscribe and like and hit that button. Which side? I can't remember. Hit that like button and comment and subscribe. Thank you so much. Teresa, I'll see you next Saturday. I'm Hillary in Ontario, Canada.
And I'm Teresa in beautiful island, Chile now, Barbados.
Oh, you guys are chilly too? Ooh, everybody chilly warm.
They have some phenomenal that they were talking about. That we're going to be having this kind of chilly weather early mornings and at night.
Oh boy.
Until March.
Well, now you know how we feel. Bye bye. I can't have sympathy for people in warm countries. I'm sorry. I can't have it. All right. You take care. I'll see you next week.
Okay. See you. Bye.
Bye everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Okay. See ya.
That's that, taking big swing at your hand in the back. Put me in the ring or go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took a red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel?